Hello, my beautiful friends. It is Corey here with BusyBeeBudgets, and welcome to Mix It Up Monday. I have something new to show you today. So before I jump into all of that, let me kind of push this to a side. Let's jump on into our savings per day. And for roll for your savings goals and July no spend. And I think I took, yes, I did. I did take it out. Okay. Whew. I couldn't remember. Oh, kind of poopy getting old sometimes. Okay. So we are going to run and do our Sunday and Monday, and I might do tomorrow also. And then I will pick it back up on Wednesday and Thursday, maybe, or Thursday and Wednesday. We'll see. So this is by Anna Banana Budgets, and we are going to roll some dice and see just what we need. So it's roll for your savings goals. So let's go ahead and jump into that. We are going to roll a colored dot die. And we got a red that is a D3. And we will roll that. And we got $3. And if you remember, I got all fours on Friday before the 4th of July. So I'm like 4, 4th of July. Okay, so we got 3. Let me get that out. 1, 2, 3. And I also need to get out my buyback cash in case we need to condense. I hope all of my US friends had a great 4th of July celebration for our nation's 250th anniversary of gaining our independence. And so with that, I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful holiday. We are on such extreme high alert for fires that all fireworks were banned from neighborhoods and people doing fireworks. It was so eerily very, very quiet. I mean, usually we have like 4 days before the 4th and 4 days after, and popping and boom and boom and boom. Nothing. I mean, they were. I think you would get arrested if you got caught. I can't remember the stipulations, but it was a pretty severe fine, and we are just on such high alert and in such a horrible drought that they banned them, and that only the cities could do their stuff. And so yeah, it was crazy how quiet it was. It was eerie. Okay, so for Monday today, let's roll. I am coming to you late because I have been working fiercely on some things. Ooh, we got a 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll grab a 5 and a 1. And so we got a 6. So that is 9. Let's go for Tuesday also. And we got a green, which is a D4. Oh, we've got a D3 and we got them all. Whoop. And it's a 3. So 3, 6, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and condense some of this because we got lots of ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put this back and this and grab a 10. So we have $12. 6 and 6. Or 3, 6, 3. That's $12. So now in total, just for this first Oh my gosh, we won't even hit 1 week till Wednesday. So we've got, let's put these two tens back for 20. 5. Wow. 25, 26, 27, $28 already for our roll for your savings goals. That is amazing. So thank you, Anna. Anna Banana Budgets. This is so fun, and I am so glad I'm able to join in on this quarter. Now for our July no spend. We did, I think I ended that, and I think I took it out, and so I think we had spend and spend. So let's see here. We have $2. This is from Blessed Budgets by Abigail, Save with Judy, and Hippies, Puppies, and Kittens. That is Trina. And we definitely spent on the 3rd, so spend, so that's $2. And then on the 4th, I didn't know if we were going to do s'mores, and I had to send my husband to the grocery store down the street, and so we actually never did. We could still do a fire pit, but let's see, this is Sundays, and this is a no spend and a no spend. So we have $6 going into this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I have $2 left over. I'm just going to put it on the back of the tray because I just grabbed some ones because I truly did not know what we were going to roll with the roll for your savings goals. So far for our July 2026 no spend, we have $8. So cute. I love this. It has a gnome and lemons and fireworks and popsicles, and that's what we did. We did popsicles and poppets. That was the extent of our woohoo to celebrate. But hey, it was something because we usually do fireworks and stuff, and that ends up being kind of spendy. So, but since we couldn't shoot any off, and so many people around me are letting their front yards go and possibly their backyards and just dying because we're in such a severe drought. And I do try and keep the path to our pool watered and all my bushes. And then I spot water if there's spot. And we have like a new little piece of grass that we are growing because we reseeded last fall. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this couldn't have hit at a worse time. So, oh well, it is what it is. But I'm still praying for rain. Darn it all. So, yes, the western states are dry and windy. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so we got that all caught up. And now let's jump on into this. The creator that I am highlighting today is me. I have worked almost all of May and June trying to get this done, and you don't realize how much work it is even with ChatGPT. And so I have a summer savings book that I have wanted to put together, and I've had certain things. I have this cover and this cover. This one's got a little border with lights and garland and holly. That's in a PNG so that you can shrink it to any size you want. So you can make it for a 5x7, or I did really teeny here, trying to make it for an A6. And this is what I'm going to put my money in. but I got this all loaded and I hope it's all good. Um, I do have one challenge that came out PNG and I did not have time to try and fix it. But let's go through this real quick and I'll show you because we are going to play with it today because it is summer, it is July, and this is for July and August. And so we have Campfire Christmas Savings Challenge with marshmallows, and then you roll a d6, a d8, and a d10. And ChatGPT did eights on the six, but I thought, oh well, and an eight on the 10, but you get the gist. It's and the die are not cohesive with other die. I'm This is so funny. Chat GPT is a lot harder than you think. I had two Santas and I was trying to get the snowman over here where the other Santa was and keep this guy. And then he had a deformed foot. We had to keep tucking it in. And then I kept losing the bottom. And there's certain things that you say with Chat GPT, like, keep pixels perfect and lock this in. And there's certain things that you say, and it still will morph and change everything. So it's been a labor of love, literally, but it's so fun. And so you can choose by rolling these. It's kind of an open ended challenge to where you won't know what you're going to save. This is also an open ended challenge, and it has Santa fishing with his little friend here, his little elf buddy. I don't know if he's really an elf, he's just a little boy. Could be his son, I don't know. I just wanted it to be a kid. I had the hardest time with teenagers and having because they want to make them very muscular and all that. And I'm like, fine, take out the teenagers and just go with a kid. So, anyways, this is where you can roll and save, and you can roll any dice. If you are low denomination, do each fish $1 or 50 cents. There's prop cents out there that you can use. And if you want to do a larger savings, you can roll the larger 20-sided die or whatever you want. And so it's very versatile for you. And then this is Santa Summer Savings, and this is a higher denomination. It starts at 5 and it ends with 100. So it could, and if that's too much, just take off the back number or the front number. Just cross it off with a marker, and you can shrink it down and save any amount you want. It's There's no rules or regulations on what you can do here, and but it's just some good savings for Christmas. And this was super fun. I had a hard time getting her not to be so orange, but I thought, at this point I was having flip flop problems. And it kept putting denominations on the flip flops. It was supposed to have a left and right flip flop. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I wanted to add some frogs, but it made the cutesy stuff. And I was like, fine, we'll leave that. And so this is what I have for another roll and save and Santa's workshop. And it kept changing the little girl's swimsuit, so it's different throughout the whole book. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I'm trying to make this cohesive, and yeah, it was crazy. This is another larger challenge you can do. There again, you can make it small, and then you can roll for your bonus. And with the bonus, you can roll any dice. It's very versatile to what you want to do. And I thought this was so fun because I am a lake girl. I love going to the lake. I love um, jet skiing and boating, and I used to water ski, not anymore. But yeah, I love going to the different lakes here around us, and I have a blast. And this one's super cute, but I had to take off their sunglasses, so I'm glad they at least made the kid their eyes cute. See, there again, it changed her swimsuit, but I was like, oh well, I am not going to stress it. And this is another where you have bonus ones, so it is open ended, and save the amounts on the marshmallows. If it's too much, then make it your own amount. You can cross it off and do what you want. This was my teenagers. I had the hardest time with this. And oh my gosh, it kept, and you, I was telling my husband, I was showing him all the quirky things that Chat GPT does. And he says, you ought to have a challenge and say, show me the mistake that they did. I mean, it made a boat with a steering wheel on the side. It made a boat going forward with Santa, but Mrs. Santa was facing backwards with the steering wheel going backwards. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had to show it a picture of a boat with, and then I had a hard time with the rope. The rope is supposed to be up here. I was like, oh my gosh, I give up. And then I had different circles. So this is a roll and save. It's open ended. Do any amount you want. Have fun with it. Don't be too picky because the open bow is a little deformed. And yeah, there's a couple mistakes here. And like Mrs. Santa had two weird knees, and I was trying to fix that. And oh, crazy, crazy. And I didn't like how the water didn't look natural and all the trees are in a row. And I was like, oh, well, it's okay. So this one is a fun one. And this one didn't take quite as long. It did kind of cross the paddle boards a little bit and it really made them orange. But I was like, okay, they're sunburned. How's that? And so this is a fun roll and save. Do any die or denomination you want to do. And then this one is the characters are a little different, and I actually really liked it. And I thought it turned out really fun. And it has the airplane with summer savings and these little dots. And I had a hard time because it kept shrinking things. And it finally made the wakeboard properly. On here, the wakeboard looks like a knee board, and I had such a hard time with that, and I was dealing with different boat issues, and oh my gosh, yeah, it's maddening. It can be really frustrating, and these guys are elves, so that turned out super cute. And I like the candy canes here. So you can roll and save with this one and do any denomination. And this one is a scratch off challenge, and I had the hardest time trying to size these dots, but this should um, be small or not too large. I think this will cover with a scratch off. It might be a little too big, but I'm like, hey, I'm a beginner. Cut me some slack. And I do believe this does equal 75. I had it, and ChatGPT couldn't add, and so I think this is right. I'm going to double check that real quick. Yes, it is 75. Woo! Okay, because after I changed that, I just trusted that what this was right. And it kept morphing my Santa into a muscle man. I was like, oh my gosh. And then it started making weird, yeah. And I think I've mentioned to you guys, I asked, why do you make the characters so muscly? And they say that's what society likes. And I was like, wow, really? And so I had a hard time with trying to make things more modest, and it kept trying to do immodesty and bulges certain places on things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And Santa, I'm like, I want him to have muscles, but I want him to be portly, thick, you know. and strong, but not muscly. But I was like, I think there is one here where he's really muscly and ripped, and I was like, fine, leave it. But I like this. Little by little, those savings add up to something amazing. And you have 3 bonuses down here, and then you can save all these amounts, and then what I did. Okay, now wait a minute. Didn't I already have this one? I thought I did. Maybe I did not. Maybe it was. Oh, I'm thinking of the flip flops. Maybe. Nope, there it is. Oh, I have 2 of these. Now I can't remember what order, but that's okay. And if there is something like on my download where I have 2 of them, I'm so sorry. Bring it to my attention so I can delete one of them. Yeah. So this one was a little extra that I didn't mean to have in there. And oh, wait a sec. This was the first one. Yeah. I went through and I guess and a lot of them do look very similar. So we've got Christmas at the Lake. This is Mrs. Santa with the tree, and the little girl is not in here. It's just a little boy and a snowman. And this is a little higher denomination, so beware of that. This is lower. And then we've got Santa's Fishing Fund. This was hilarious. She had 2 hands and an arm. There were deformed fish down here. It actually this was one thing and it separated it. I don't know why. And Santa got too ripped as I was, changing. And I keep saying, keep pixels perfect. And then it gave her major confetti in her hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, anyways, the dock, I did get it fixed. They moved the dock out because this one, they're standing on water. So, hey, maybe it's a faith based challenge. So, anyways, I thought this would be fun. And so I wanted to give this a shot. And so maybe we will jump into it in a minute. Oops, sorry about that. I hit my microphone. So this is something else that I've been working on. This is from Income Babes, 90 Days Locked In, and I have got to get caught up with this. And this beautiful charm is in my Etsy shop with the yellow and the pearl. I love the yellow. So cute. These will tarnish if you are touching a lot and you have lotions on your fingers and oils. They will tarnish, I noticed. So we have our 90 days locked in. I have got to get caught up because, yeah, I am so behind. So I have series 1 to do and series 2, and then we can jump into 3 and 4. So we are going to, GB told me to maybe make these all $1. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to roll a 3-sided die and do that. And let's get our cash out for this because I just have a little bit here. So we have 10, and then 2, 4. Oh, these are sticking. 6, 8, 10. Oh, okay. So I have 12. So that is 22. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 42. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is $52, and now I have an extra dollar. So I have $53 instead of $50. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, so let's jump on into this series. We are going to jump into number 1 and get going on this because we need to get caught up. So, and this is so cute from GB at Income Babes. She is in Ireland. Look how sweet this is. I love it. And she has double-sided paper. So adorable. And this is a different double-sided paper. She's got seagulls and these little sunshines. And so we are going to put our money right here. So this is 90 days locked in. And so we need to start with, oh, I almost wrote on that. Oh my gosh, scary. That would be 6-1. And we have, what did I say? Well, I'm not going to put it because we may not do the full $53, but we will see. So let's jump on into this. We are going to roll, and we got a 2. So this one is a 2. And I'm just going to write a 2. This one is a 3. And I'm going to have to keep my trusty calculator close. And 2. And 3. It wouldn't hurt to get a 1. And 3. Maybe we will have to do 1s on the next one. And 2. Oh my goodness. And 3. Might have to make them 1. And a 2. This is crazy. Where's my 1s? Come on. 1! Yay! So let me just add this up. I'll speed you through it. Okay, we are at 21. Let's make the rest of these $1 because I still have one more series to do. So that would be 6. That'd be 27. So 27 is what I get, and I will have to re-add that up. And so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got, I don't know if I want to do that in that color. Let's do a lighter color. Let me see what I have. I'll try to hurry. We've got some oranges. Orange goes kind of good with summertime. Let's do the orange. 1, 2. Ooh, it almost looks yellow. That's weird. Weird. Let's do this orange. We can do a pumpkin orange. There we go. So I think we're on. We need to do, let me speed you through this. Alrighty, so for this first one, we did get 27. So let's see here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll put this here and grab a 20 and grab a 5 and a 2. Because that is 27 for Series 1. Yay! Okay. So Series 1 is completed. And I guess I could put the money in the back of that envelope. It doesn't really matter because we're going to combine it anyways. So 27 for Series 1. And for Series 2, and let's see, is that, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 15. And 15, that is 30 days. And this is 30 days. So, yeah. Okay. So, let's move on into this guy and let's see what we get. It should be interesting. We finally get a 1. Yay. Okay. And another 1. Yay. Now we're going to see nothing but 1s. And another 1. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. And 2. And 3. And 2. These are so cute. I love these little icons. Look, wouldn't you love to be on a bed with a canopy on a beach? Oh, that'd be heaven, wouldn't it? Oh, absolute heaven. A golf cart. Oh, and towels. Okay. So cute, GB. I absolutely love this. I had a hard time tracking these down and I could not figure out where to find it. And I finally did. I was like, ay, ay, ay. Bless her heart. She was so patient with me. She is so personable. The owner of Income Babes. She is awesome. Oops, that is a 2 and a 1. And if I have to, I'll dip to the back. And a 1. Oh, a speaker. That is a 3, like boogie music, you know, dancing. And this cute pineapple is a 2. I love kawaii icons. They are so cheerful. And a 3. Oh, that's a disco ball. How cute. Okay, let's add this up. I will forward you through this. Okay, I got $28 for this one for Summer Series number 2. So let's see, we've got 1, 5, we've got some 2s. So let's see, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I'm minus $2. So I am just going to take $2 from here. Wow, so close. So there we go. So I almost had, with $53, I almost had it, but not quite. So this should be 28. So 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I feel like something stuck together. Let's put this in between that. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now I get 28. Okay. So there we go. We are completed with this series and we can jump into which actually let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is $20, 25, and 28. There we go. We can cash condense that so I don't have all of those bills in here. So there we go. That is for our 90 days locked in. I love this, and I love that I can do it at different intervals when I need to, and I can use a low denomination, what do you call it? Oh, I think we're supposed to play with these, and so I think I will draw with these next time where you, because I was just getting caught up. So for cycle 3, we will actually play with these and it will say 4 equals, and so we have little cards to do. So we will do it that way from here on out. I was just catching up, and so there we go. And it does have 90 days locked in summer series, fully funded and in the bank. Aren't those cute? Did you know our bird for Utah is a seagull? Just a little tidbit of information. They ate the grasshoppers during a drought because we do live in a desert. And the seagulls came and ate the grasshoppers that were eating the crops. Kind of crazy. So let's see. I'll have to fill this in off camera because I'm not sure exactly what I'm putting in there. And I'm actually doing 706. I guess I didn't have to put 06. And we put 53, 54, $55 in. And so we have $55 now total. Not too bad. But it started on June 1st. And then I can also do these little scratchies, I guess you call them. Scratch and saves. Uh-oh, I have an extra page. It was stuck. So I have these we can add next time. And these cute seagulls. But now we are caught up. So yay. All right, you guys, let's jump on into our Christmas binder real quick and save a little bit there. Okie dokie. So I should have $50 here. We've got 10. Oh, I'm going to have to put the 2s behind that. So we got 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So $50. Okay, so we are going to start this out, our summer savings. I like how Mrs. Santa has, it says, beach trips, dream house, extra income, Christmas, retirement, resting beach face, making spirits bright. Ah! And then I do have one thing that I thought was, yeah, it's this one. It's supposed to say jingle juice and it says tingle juice. Chat GPT did that, not me. I'm just letting you know. I was like, oh my gosh. And because I was struggling with Santa's weird foot here and moving things around, I left it. So don't ask me why they would put that. And I was like, oh man. And I was like, I've already said it, locked it in. And but I do like how they did a deer on his. It looks like a John Deere logo. I love it. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our campfire Christmas. Let's roll a D10. Let me get that out. Is this the 10? No, that's a 12. A D10 is this one because the 0 is the 10. So let's roll that and let me get this marker out so it shows we got 1. Let's roll it again. Okay, so we got 8 and a 1. That is 9. So that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the D10, we got $9. Yay! And let's see. Let's roll a regular 6-sided die and see what numbers we roll. We rolled a 2. So we can cross off a 2. 1 and 2. I was like, ho ho chillin'. Did anybody do s'mores yet? And do a campfire for the 4th of July? We had stuff to roast, little mini sausages and to do that, but the little kids and babies were getting so crabby, and so we called it a night. So let's see. So we got 2. Let's roll again, and we got a 1, so we can cross off a 1. And oops, I gotta put a 1. And we got another 2. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay, we will stop there. Let's see. Because we are going to play this for 2 months. I'm going to sure try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. That's the 9. Let's put this 5 and that 5 and grab a 10 and straighten this up. So we have 14. I could put these singles back and grab, I've got some, thought I had some 2s. Oh, they're right here. Anybody else like it when their money goes, you have to have it all a certain way? If it isn't, drives me bonkers. Okay, so we have $14 to start out this campfire Christmas challenge. And now for Santa's fishing fund. This is cute. North Pole cooler and elf bait. Oh, I never really did look to see what the elf bait is. It looks like Aries or something. That's interesting. Green and red, whatever it is. Okay, so throughout this, we can roll whatever dice we want. So we will do, excuse me, a 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to put this money over here. And let's roll again. And we got another 3. So that is 6. We'll put 2 back and grab a 5, and that's our last 5. And so there is our $6 for this page. And now we've got this one. Whoosh. Yikes, yikes. So let's see. I'm going to break this 10 and put 2 5s. And maybe go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And grab a 10. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, so on and so forth. Well, I certainly don't have 100, so let's do, and I may have to scribble some of these out and just do a 5 or do a 9 or do a 10. I don't know. We'll see as we go up. And then what some people do, just like the envelope challenge, is they start adding these lower ones together and mark off $100 and then restart with the low denominations. So we could always do that. So here is 10. We'll put 10 in for that page. Nice. Okay, and this is a cute, I wish I could flip this over, but I really can't. A cute roll and save with the little froggy, and let's roll a 3-sided die, and I am going to sneeze. Oh, I didn't sneeze. I was just kidding. So we got a 3. 1, 2, and a 3. I'll put my dice right there. So let's roll again. Oh, another 3. So we'll put 2 back and grab a 5. There is our 6 for this page. And I don't think I can get through all the pages. It seems like I had 2 of these too. Or did I take it out? Yep, nope. Oh, she's different. She's kneeling down doing the sandcastle. Okay. I had 2 of those. Okay. Okay, we have a little bit left. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, $14. This is a hefty one. Let's skip on through this. Let's do this one. Ooh, this one turned out fun. I really enjoyed this one. Except that made the ripples on the lake kind of funny. Sandy Toes and Mistletoe Kisses. We have a D10, a D8, and a D6 for bonus. Let's roll. Let's roll a D6 and see what we get. We got a 5, so we can cross off a 5. And let's go one more time. And we got a 1. I have a 1 here. I only have 2 1s. We'll go one more time, and we got a 3. We only have, and these are just sporadic. I just like take out this, and so it just did the numbers. I wasn't sure what it's going to add up to be. 1, 2, 3. And so I think we've got $5 left. Let's see here. Ooh, let's do this one, and we will do a D3. And we got a 1. I love that. And a 2. 1, 2. Ooh, we got 2 more. Do I risk it? If I need to, I'll pick from the ones here. And we got a 3. Yep. So I only had 2 left, so we need to sneak a 3. So there we go. Okay. So that's what I have for you today for our Christmas Well, this says Christmas in July, roll and save, but most of it is throughout all of the summer. And summer goes for 2 months. So there we go. I love this fishing fund. So cute. Be patient, be consistent. Big catches take time. Awesome. Okay. So I've got my little thing here where we can put our money in. And woof, we're going to have to cash condense that. We have 2, 4, and 1 and 10 and 1 and 5. Whoosh. So let's see what we can do because I have 2 20s, so we can definitely go 120 and 5, 10, 15, 20 right here. We'll put the 2s on the front. And so there's our 20, and let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like something's sticking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and we'll grab a 10. So I should have $50. Why do I have 51? Oh my gosh. Because I had 50. What the freak? Maybe I grabbed an extra one. You know what? I'm not going to sweat it. We'll just put this one back on the tray and recirculate it. We should have $50. And we'll put that in here. And the A6 will fit in a 3-ring binder. Kind of neat. And you can also do an A5 in here. So there we go. So this is free in my Ko-fi. Let me know if you catch any mistakes. I'll try and fix them. But there are some mistakes that I didn't fix. And let me know if you find one. I might gift you something. So anyways, there we go for our Mix It Up Monday. We got caught up in our 90 days, and now we are starting our summer savings. So thank you so much for being here, and please, if you use these challenges, will you tag me so that I can come watch your videos? I think I found out how to find out if I'm tagged in your video. Before it would say so and so mentioned you in a video, and now it doesn't. I have to go to a different section on YouTube and look it up. So I think I figured that out. So with that, I hope you guys have an awesome week. Let's make July count and have fun. Try to stay as cool as possible because this is supposed to be hot, 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 hot months. So here we go into summer. Love you guys and love one another. See you on the next one. Bye.